serious situation. So a term that we use that we want to apply across our lives is catastrophize. We don't want to catastrophize and assume the worst. Now, we also do need to be aware that we are in a serious time, and so it is okay to validate the fact that the uncertainty of what's happening is stressful. Thinking about holiday gatherings, thinking about what it looks like to be able or not to be able to see grandparents. So when we see these signs, we need to be aware of them, validate. It is stressful, but then think about what we can do to be resilient.
Dr. Schwall, we're talking about the shortages, but right now, the CDC has released new guidelines for holiday gatherings, and so are state leaders. And it's a difficult time for families to make that decision to decide whether or not they're going to have gatherings inside of their homes or go out. How do you deal with that?
Right. And that is one of the biggest stressors. We think about our kids, what they may be missing out on, and we think about our grandparents. So important, though we can't control what's going to happen, to still prepare ourselves even for the uncertainty. But then be creative in thinking about how we can gather in a safe way, how we can use technology to gather. So we're in a time where we do have to adjust and be creative about how we create interactions and meaning and memories. So our mindset is, it's okay to be stressed about it. It is a worry. It is problematic for our teenagers who are missing out on certain things. At the same time, we adjust that mindset and come up with ways, the best decision possible for this time.
And Dr. Schwall, before you go, there's a lot of people saying, man, I just can't wait till things go back to normal. But should we be trying to adjust to the new normal?
I think so. So we certainly can think about what we're missing and what we might gain back. But really, regardless of our circumstance in life, we're always having to adjust. So I think that we focus on the moment, what we can do now to have the greatest sense of well-being and connection, and realize that we're going to have to be adjusting for some time. But the hope is that we can find that well-being, we can connect, and we will focus on the good news, what we're grateful for, and we'll make it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Dr. Schwall, how can people reach out to you? You're looking good there in your Zoom suit.
Thank you. So thecentercounseling.org, we provide counseling. We have 43 clinicians. We are in full force providing psychotherapy, counseling for kids, teens, and adults. Thecentercounseling.org. I'll go ahead and share the number because people need to be open to talking about counseling. 214-526-4525. People must be aware that mental health is a health issue, and we want people to know that counseling is available. Duration and intensity of our difficult emotions, difficult thoughts, means that we need to reach out for help, and we encourage people to always be aware that it's okay to talk about your mental health, and it's okay not to feel well and to feel the need to address that.
Exactly. I need a little help myself. Thank you so much for joining us this midday, and we'll be sure to get your information on our website at WFAA.com. All right, let's check in with meteorologist Kaylee Dion. Kaylee, how was your weekend?
Weekend was